Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now,
Thanks, man.
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Sure.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
I can't even tell the headmistress.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
Oh, I already hate this guy.
We might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
You better put me into my house. I connected my Wizarding World freaking
Professor Weasley,
account.
we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
So how do you relate to the Weasleys?
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Do I have to select choices to get into my house even though I have my account selected, connected? Oh, what I'm reading, it looks like I can choose Hufflepuff. So I'm just gonna...
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Hooray! Yes. Yes. I am Hufflepuff.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Hooray! Must be a Weasley.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
So when do we get to kill this prick?
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Can I just like
Professor Weasley,
right
would you be so
now
kind as
just
to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
I just want to zap that mofo.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the 2nd row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
Just tell me I don't have to do that. 2 from the bottom, 1... What?
Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to
Why am I
collect you from
jittering?
the first-
Why am I jittering?
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
The entire castle just explodes. Dope.
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Sure. But there's stuff to explore. I ate a fruit. No, nothing. Take a look at this bed. Oh, it's not the bed. Candy. Need another one. The same thing? Lame. Alright. Just push that open. Eh? Oh, okay. So it's like, this is the common room and then separate rooms. Got it. Get a lag. Y'all talking shit already? From London, bitches. Oh my god, the stairs.
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
It's all right.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they
Not
were
the
only pictures in books
glumbumbles.
before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Why not? Good luck.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Well, I can't run this way. It's a lot of noises. Stop it. I'm overwhelmed.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle.
I don't understand what's up with
So
my
tell me,
character's voice.
I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well,
Yeah, you better be.
anyway, I imagine you have lots to do.
Oh my
I
god,
hope
this
you
cat.
have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
It's always so exciting to see the owls come swooping into the Great Hall.
Is the cat under the chair? It is. And it will never shut up because there's nothing I can do about it.
Good, isn't it?
Anyone in the wizarding world could outdo the best a muggle has to offer any day.
My family has a lineage of exemplary flyers. It's no wonder Splintwitches is desperate for me to buy a broom there.
Well, I had a friend who once went to a muggle doctor. It's the truth. She'd fallen over in Piccadilly Circus
There
visiting
you
a relative.
Nobody
There you
can do
are.
it like me. And I dare you to prove me wrong. You saw that first year with the engorged head. That was me.
I don't think
Alright,
anything
well,
special about
screw you two. I'm gonna eat another apple.
it, if you ask me.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made.
Yeah, you know
Can't
me.
imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
Oh, choice.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed, 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were.
The hell was that?
They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
How did you get such a bitch face?
Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
It sucks. I'm gonna go over here real quick. Why'd she get such a bitch face after I was done talking to her?
Everyone knows you can't
Screw you guys, I'm taking another apple.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be
All
wise
that
to
and-
take full advantage
What is it?
of this
Not even.
exceptionally
What the
valuable
fuck was that?
resource.
I'm gonna shove it under my armpit.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay.
Revelio.
Okay, no. I was just writing it down. What's that? That's important. That's gonna be important.
This way.
Never mind, there's another one. Those are just drains. I lied. That's something?
The guide will give you opportunities to practice
Aha!
magic
There's a chest.
and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Why aren't the paintings moving? I'm pissed. Ow.
Simply cast Revelio on it,
Revelio.
and we'll see what the guide says.
House Elf Recipe Book. To contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations. This book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes like pickled dirigible plums are likely an acquired taste. Okay. 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 Field challenge challenges menu. Okay.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities
Cashews.
like that,
The
inside
cashews.
and outside of the castle.
Choose. Me some cashews. Started.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit.
Blue flames.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. Is the Great Hall the same as Central Hall? I'm gonna assume so. Unless I read it wrong and it is. Great Hall, and I, yeah. Fast travel. Oh, that's what the right. Right, that's what the flu. Yeah. That's right.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Oh. Can you tell me more about the Charms
in
class?
Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect.
Charms?
Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever, entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Okay. Who's my dark arts teacher?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Okay. And Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade.
So...
You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Diagon Alley isn't a thing anymore?
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm gonna stay
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there.
true
Professor.
to Fig.
They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
He just drifted out of there.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
I just pressed M. Okay. I don't have a cursor. There it is. Okay. Quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In this case, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. So, I want to do charms first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now,
Ollivander.
Focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Ollivander sounds familiar. Alright. Finally getting into it. We'll go on where we have to.
For I can't wait to watch you try. Slow coach! Slow coach!
Alright. Oh. Get the fuck out of the way. Alright, I am lagging a little bit. I gotta turn the graphics down. Alright. Turn down a couple of things that I don't feel like matter all that much. Still a little bit framey. So wait, I have... Oh, this must be the second-hand wand.
I cannot do this for all eternity. You've made your point.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Gives me some hope to think of, at least.
How can one not fancy Professor Garlick? She's brilliant.
Okay. Yes. Zwischanflick.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. Accio.
Accio! That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all
Nobody
have
else
the
did
basics down, and
anything.
it is an exceptionally lovely day. I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
I like him. Oh. So that symbol means like cosmetic changes. Dope. What was up with that
I've always
ripping
found
there?
that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
What's that, Hagrid's house?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
What am I doing? Oh, I'm just bringing really heavy objects towards me.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far... Excellent. Good. Happens to the best of
Okay,
us.
I had to tap it again. I didn't realize that.
Very good. Splendid.
Nailed it. Say anything
Very
gonna happen.
good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Okay.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. Phew. That was an execution. Let us see
Yes.
this.
Yes.
There we go.
Actually, I'm gonna do the far one. Okay.
That's it.
Here we go. Yes!
Alright. Alright. What we'll do.
perfect score. Remarkable.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Okay.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Okay.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. Phew.
Very good.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Eh?
Well done. Let us see this. There we go.
Hmm.
Yeah, not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
2 perfect rounds. You're a natural.
Let's go.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Hell yeah. Get on my level. As big creature.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you.
Damn
It
straight.
took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes,
Oh,
bigger
really?
than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
Ooh.
I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Really?
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until
Like
next
standing
time.
there and like, I want to fucking talk to her.
Of course.
A
you
word,
can use
if
the
you
word
would.
God.
humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Okay.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.